The N2 Gateway is the most ambitious and controversial low-cost mega-housing development in South Africa. Spread over several sites along the N2 highway entering Cape Town, it is a pilot project now in its 6th year. To date, government has invested 2 billion rand in the project.
This is a mega project. It's not just any other project or any RDP project. We're delivering volumes, the volumes of serviced sites and volumes of top structures, which meant that it was visible. So that attracted a lot of challenges. It is a success story in the sense that it forced the government to change the manner in which housing delivery programs are delivered.
The N2 Gateway project is a joint venture of national government, the Western Cape Provincial Government, the City of Cape Town and the Housing Development Agency.
I think one of the most critical factors is the fact that we've managed to improve the working relationship between different spheres of government. And we've put measures in place and structures in place to make sure that there's ongoing engagement with the communities out there. I think the fact that we are working better together with all the relevant stakeholders has been a recipe for a success in this project.
The purpose of the project is to address the inherited spatial dysfunction in the affected areas and provide beneficiaries with adequate housing and access to social facilities and amenities.
The project is geared to deliver close to 50,000 units, which incorporates quite a number of housing options, namely rental housing, bonded housing, PHP, BNG, and TRAs, which we call temporary relocation areas.
A key feature of the N2 Gateway project is the temporary relocation areas or TRAs, and as such it is important that the lessons learned in this regard are shared. The HDA is the implementing agent on behalf of the province and as such is responsible for facilitating the relocation process. The logical principle of the relocation process is as follows. Residents living under stressed circumstances on identified land are moved because construction cannot take place while they are residing there. Qualifying beneficiaries are moved to their new houses and non-qualifiers stay behind in the TRA and will eventually move to another destination.
Relocations is a fundamental part of a housing project, but it also provides and brings along major challenges.
The concept of temporary relocation areas was initially triggered by a fire at Joe Slovo informal settlement, which necessitated the relocation of residents to nearby hostels as an emergency solution. TRAs were then built as a short-term solution, but over time it became clear that they are in fact a long-term measure. A new approach to TRAs had to be found to provide for better quality units and improved living conditions. At the same time, the Joe Slovo Constitutional Court judgment issued guidelines regarding the type of units that could be built. Quality TRAs based on requirements laid down by the Constitutional Court ruling on Joe Slovo are being built in TRA 5 in Philippi for temporary relocations of beneficiaries on the N2 Gateway project as well as non-qualifiers who must also be catered for in the process. The new TRAs have been built with improved aesthetics, durability and functionality, but must also be well managed to avoid vandalism and disintegration of the areas into slums, as well as preventing abuse of the system.
When the people move in from the shacks, they are issued with a temporary location certificate, which shows the validity of them being at the TRA, and that certificate is also used when they eventually have to move into the permanent units. So on a monthly basis, we go to each unit to make sure that the people who's moved in are still living in the units.
The relocation process has lots of challenges. It is very simple in theory, but it has problems in terms of the practical side of it. The challenges that we experience is the renting out of TRAs where the original tenant rents out the TRA, and that could cause problems in terms of the original beneficiary not getting the house because he was not allocated or was not in the house when we did the relocations. It is critical to know who is being relocated to a TRA, and those people must be moved to an end destination. Alternatives for non-qualifiers must still be explored, and there are strategies that is being developed to deal with non-qualifiers. Having a comprehensive management plan is also key to managing the relocations process and to manage and avoid invasions.
The HDA came in, they did an amazing job in terms of turning the project around.
It is a project that's always fraught with controversy, but from us who are at the forefront of the project believe that it's a project that's made a great difference to the communities out there.
The HDA team has been built up to provide expert services on human settlement projects. This is particularly useful for emergency housing solutions and informal settlement upgrading scenarios.